Good morning, everyone. Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Nice market rally we had yesterday based on some Fed news. They are kind of leaning towards definitely being less aggressive in their interest rate stance. So markets like that perspective. We're uh, we're definitely seeing this reversal now. We're seeing some momentum the other direction here on this long term this bear market trend. This essentially is the bear market location. We got this initial signal here in about May, where we really got this large reversal, and that's a slower moving indicator. So it can, we're obviously starting that move back up again. Excuse me. Whether or not this will actually pull and get some support even higher is yet to be seen. Although we're off to a pretty good start right here. Let's take a look at the shorter term signals here. Really some good looking internals still as well, where you actually have sentiment and breadth leading versus momentum. The one issue that we may run into, as I've mentioned this before, is we tend to see market tops, or at least a shorter term top, in momentum spiking first. And I've mentioned that before, and we saw that here, and now we're not seeing that here on the new highs. So we'll see if momentum is actually kind of slowing a little bit here in the shorter term. But again, that can still gradually move itself higher, even with these type of internals. So positive internals, just a little bit on the extreme side still. That's the only thing to really be paying attention to. And momentum is pulled back into this sustainable buy location. As I've mentioned, when it's up in these extreme ranges, the probabilities of it becoming more extreme are not very high. So we want to see it pulled back into this range. This becomes that buy zone, allowing that market move or that price movement to head a little bit higher, and then just ebb and flow back in between this zone. This is kind of that buy zone between extreme and buy. Once we get back to this other direction, then that uptrend is broken and we need to change our stance. But as of now, this bullish uptrend is still in place. We'll keep considering that. One of the things that I like to do with the software is I like to glance at this sectors and commodities page here and kind of see what's leading. This month we actually have steel that's leading, STLX, which is the ETF, and a nice little pop here. So when we take a look at that and see, and again, it still has this long-term downtrend still, but it's been in this nice uptrend. And one of the stocks I noticed it here in the muscle stocks as I was scanning through our new buys today is ATI. ATI is a steel stock, and it's got a really nice looking trend profile right here. And it's been basing right here, a little bit of volatility, some whipsaw, but that's not uncommon in a basing formation. But now we've got this amount of location price activity to become a foundation for the springboard higher. So whether or not that holds, that's the edge that we try and take advantage of, is allowing for that trend to kind of bottom out, starting to reverse, and then get a real big nice confirmation buy bar like that early in the trend. So this is a nice setup, and again, it's it may or may not work. It's just that's kind of the game that we're playing here. Is some stocks are going to move, some stocks aren't, but that's one of the things to look at, is what's moving and what might be the actual catalyst to move the stock higher. So steel has been moving, and here's a basic material steel stock to consider with a good confirmation buy bar out of a nice basing pattern. So keep an eye on that one today. If you don't have full access to the TradersPro software, feel free to sign up below. There's a link below. We can get you signed up there, and we look forward to having you. Have a great day today.